Hello everyone, and this is Easy the Gamer, and finally I'm going to play this game, the Jak and Daxter is all. This game is one of my favorite one, I don't even know if it was my first game, that I have on the PS2. But I definitely love Jak and Daxter. For me it's one of the most, best games. It's a childhood game, I pretty much don't care what anyone tells me. It's one of my favorites one. I have played when it was on the PS2, and when the trilogy came on the PS3, I played them there. But now I had them on the PS4, so I decided, you know what, let me play them again. Uh, there's a lot of people that like Ratchet and Clank, and some others like Jak and Daxter. I believe more people like that Ratchet and Clank, but I'm very honest. I always say like this game is better than Ratchet and Clank, but it's just my opinion. But it's a really low opinion because I haven't played Ratchet and Clank completely, so I can really compare them. But because it was one of my first games, I always say it's the best one. So I love all of them, Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, 3, Jak X, that's another one that I like. This is why I bought this collection, because it had the 4th game. I don't care how many times I play them, so let's see. Okay. Okay. Space. Volume 65. I think it sounds okay. Let me see. I think it sounds alright, I don't know, but yes, I forgot to say this, as always. I'm sorry, I just got like in the moment. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, also leave a comment about this game. I'm going to play them all, at least the 4 games that come with the collection. That is Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, Jak 3, and Jak X. I'll definitely play them all. Again, it's one of my favorite ones, so okay, sound 75. I'm going to leave it here. I don't know if... Okay, I think that's... Okay, no Jak and Daxter. Data on the memory card. Would you like to create? This is just weird, like with this PS2 game, they always put this like that notification that the memory card creating. Okay, let's go.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall.
I believe this is the green sage.
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance.
It's so weird seeing him when he was in his human form.
Want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey!
Yes.
Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Okay. Yeah, they're disobeying the green sage. I don't remember the name.
Continue your search for artifacts in Nico. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
Oh. So one of them notice us.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
Dark Eco.
Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crap? Now, I
That's
like
true.
precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that?
Uh-oh.
I think we're in trouble!
He assumed that it's an explosive device. Uh-oh. And there's the Daxter we all know.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened!
You haven't noticed.
What?
There we go.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Let me look myself again. Wow.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Yeah.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far to the north.
Far,
Nobody
yeah.
has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the fire.
Yeah, that's the thing that there's, if I remember, there's the green sage that has to do with nature, the yellow sage, the orange, I believe the orange sage, the red sage, and the dark sage. There are like 4 or 5 of them. So, you know, this is the same as the, I believe that's the name of him.
Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you
There we go, my favorite character, one of my favorite ones.
had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out.
So we just need to do some favors for the villagers, and I assume that's how we're going to get everything.
Out in the wilds, just waiting for some brave
power cells.
adventurer to find.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer?
Yeah.
You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Okay, here we go. Wow. Wow. This is a lot of memories. But yes, I'm going to say this. Okay, so there are 50 of them. At least it tells you how much of them are here. 7. One thing that I hate about the one thing that I don't like about Naughty Dog, you know, I love their games, but this is one of those that I am always angry because I'm expecting them to make another game, the fourth game. But you know, I don't know. The last time I heard it was that, you know, they don't think that this is they're not at that level anymore of this type of game. Which, for me, you know, I would love them to give it to someone else. I don't know if that's a great idea, but at least to continue it. Like Sly Cooper, for example, they actually continue making they made another game. Whether it was good or bad, you know, I actually like it, but at least they continue the game. And Ratchet and Clank, they actually make a new one. Okay, so why haven't they? You know, it would be cool that they continue the game, but a long time. Yeah,
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
Thank you, Kira.
You can't come back through the warp gate until you find all 4 power cells on this island.
Okay. A classic. Yeah, I think that you go into the water and you actually die. Let me see, I remember. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's like this. I remember it. Oh, this big fish that appears out of nowhere.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Okay. Oh. Damn it, why doesn't Naughty Dog make another game? You know, it always anger me that, because I love this game, but they never... Hey, you know, I never noticed this. I don't know where this is positioned, you know, this island. There we go. No, and the difference in the game style, because in this game if I remember, it was all about, you know, this like melee attacks and everything. But then they made the other game. They actually there's actually weapons and everything. Okay.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Okay. Let's get that first. When the following icon appears, okay.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
There we go. This is the last one.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
You know, that's one of the things that I will say. Oh, wait a
That's
second.
Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
Ah, that's the other stage, the blue stage. Okay. But yeah, something that I was going to say is that compare Daxter versus Clank. I definitely I had to admit that the Clank is a much better companion than Daxter. You know, Daxter is pretty much useless. He doesn't do anything.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Let me let that place there and let me go back. Holy crap. Okay, this is the bottom. We're looking for the bottom to actually see how much. There has to be something there. Okay. Yeah, there definitely has to be something that I have to do. I'm talking from. Okay, there we go.
This is a precursor door.
I know.
It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
There we go. There's still.
That's a Blue Eco vent. more concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Let me recharge again. Okay, there we go. Open sesame.
Good work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
Okay, let me get it again. Or if I can, actually. I don't think I can. I was just thinking that maybe I could try to get back there, but
Those little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco.
yeah.
Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
So this has like 50 of them. So this is a cool thing, you know. Daxter has the easy life. He just has to be there like this with he like the master and everything. Really Daxter. Or an ass, you know. For him is this is another cool thing, you know, that you have it's changing the daytime, you know.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Nearly. There we go. Okay. Pretty much have everything here. I think we have everything. Let me see. 50, and there are 2,000 of them. 4 of them. I have them. 7 of 112. There we go. You know, yes, I was thinking like, shouldn't I be electrocuted the moment I actually touch the water with this? But it actually doesn't happen. We have finished. Okay. We finished the first mission.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Okay. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, Get out of here!
Seamus already he hates them, you know.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my block eco-harvesters. They're on the far side of the beach,
I know.
boys. Now,
Get
get
out.
moving!
I was just thinking there was oh, this is what I wanted. Yes. I was looking for like that.
Some brave adventurers you two are. Back already and without clearing my block eco-harvesters.
I was just
They're on the far side
Yes,
of the
I know,
beach,
I know.
boys. Now, get moving!
but this is what I wanted to see.
My.
This plan is just weird, like. Okay, here we go. Oh, we can finally see everything.
He'll just never be like his uncle.
Oh, and Kira, yes, I believe Kira is downstairs. Yeah, here she is. Yes, she's the mechanic. Everything. She's always looking for things to build. You know. Let me see. What the heck? Okay, let's
Hey,
see
baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1. I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Oh, there we go.
Listen,
Well
if you
deserved
need
hate.
something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
That's the cool thing about the game is that it has this open world vibe, you know. See, I assume this is her room or something. Yes. But what I mean is, you know, the game doesn't actually. For example, I talked to the daughter and she gave me like this, not mission, but like a side quest,
Gotta get this heat shield working.
like she's saying, hey, there are like these pipes, and there's some of them are sealed, so maybe you can find something in the forest. Oh, let me see. Sandor Village, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Okay, 3, 4, 6. 100. You have 50 only. 150. Okay. 7 here. 7 here too. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely going to get them all. You know, I'm going to try it. And that's the thing that I like of the the PS3 and PS4 versions of the game, because they actually give you. How
Did
do
you
I
see
say?
the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's boat? We best stay way clear of them. I
Yeah.
don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Yeah, that's because of the big fish that's on the water. But anyway, I like that this old game has trophies, so it feels like you're achieving something rather than just playing the game.
flies are always in red boxes.
Don't tell me. How do you know? Yes. I'm hearing something, but I don't know. There we go. I was thinking like, damn it, I'm hearing something, but I can't. But let me see what the mayor had to say.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving?
Okay.
That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. Boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so we already know that there's at least two missions here.
Back already? And without fixing the eco beams? Your village needs you, boys!
Wow. So he has two missions per se, you know. One is to give him 90, I believe 90 of the precursor orbs, the X, and the other is to go to the. Everyone wants me to go to the forest.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor.
This is the adventure.
I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Oh, okay. Oh, these people, this is a lot of money based on this world economy, you know. I just want to talk to him again. Yeah.
What?
What?
You don't have the full stash? Well, any less than 90 precursor orbs, and I shan't have a chance to get underway, dear boy.
Oh, okay. I just want to see their reaction. Yeah, I hear something. There we go. This is the sculptor. I do remember this guy, and I believe there's something like an animal that he has, and that thing is annoying.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. Huh. I just hope she's all right.
Oh, don't worry.
It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wow.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island.
Oh, we're going back.
Are we?
Not now, but eventually we're going. Let me see if I can get him to talk again. Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey dudes! Did you find my muse yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
That's one of the things I was thinking. I wanted to see how much.
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. There's another one there. Ah. Okay, yes. 97 of this. Okay. We're going to do something. I think it was this. Let me see if it actually saves what I have at this point. I think it does, so. Okay. Oh, damn. I don't know, I just trying to be sure. Okay, but I'm definitely going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is going to be a fun game, you know. I love them. As I said before, you know, my first games on the PS2, I believe this was one of them, Jak and Daxter. The other was Final Fantasy X, Kingdom Hearts. And I think that either it was this one or Kingdom Hearts. One of those two games was my very first game that I actually bought. So yeah, because before when I began the PS2, it was renting the games, but then I decided, you know, it was on the Blockbusters, and they were always telling me like, you know what, rather than renting the game, if you like the game so much, well, why don't you buy it? And that's what my father did. We began buying the game rather than renting them. And I remember this was one of them. Jak and Daxter, Final Fantasy X, Dynasty Warrior game. Those are another game that I play. Yeah, this game brings back memories, you know. And yes, well, I'm definitely going to leave it here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button so that way you can support the channel. You know, please give me that thumbs up and leave a comment of anything that you want to talk about, either this game or any of the other games. You know, the one that I'm going to be playing, at least for now, is Rogue Galaxy, Road Trooper, the Jak and Daxter, and Indigo Prophecy. Those are the games that I'm playing currently. So yeah, this is all for now. This is Easy the Gamer signing off, and until next time.